right from the start, America has depended upon her veterans. We would not be here today, and certainly I would not be delivering this speech in English to you. We would not be free to gather like this. We would not have all the freedoms and the blessings that have been bestowed upon us by our forefathers. Was this not carried forward? Were not for our veterans.
Just today, because somebody asked me, what's the best thing about being a senator? What's the worst thing? Which is fairly typical. And I used to say the first few years of being Senate that, the worst thing was dealing with people that weren't real nice. But now, universally, since I've deployed troops 6 times, and I'm usually the highest ranking state official there if the governor's not present, that is the hardest thing to do. To look at a crowd and tell the wives, especially if it's their second deployment, that it's going to be okay, when they know it's not. When you're telling them that their loved ones will all come out back unharmed, when it may not be true. And when the Guard sends me photos, if some of my people are killed in action, of myself and them shaking hands, that is the worst part of this job. Is deploying people and trying to tell the spouses and the loved ones that everything is going to be easy, and they know it's not. When the husband calls back, if it's a man overseas, and you've got to pretend that the kids are all doing fine in school and everything's fine and everything's great, and when it's not. It's tough. War is hell. Those are people that are around us today that made those runs and sucked it up and did the jobs they had to do so we can meet today here in this free country. Those are the people that we honor. Those are the people that we talk about today that have given the sacrifice, maybe not the ultimate sacrifice, but it took guts to go up in that plane and go over the channel and deliver that payload. We honor those people today. It took guts in the South Pacific to hit the beaches knowing that they had a good chance to die. It took courage to go ashore on Normandy. And we talk about those people. We also talk, we never talk about the Korean veterans like my father, or the Vietnam veterans. We want to honor you for serving. They're preserving our freedoms. So we take days like today to honor those men and women who are giving the sacrifice of their time and their energy and maybe their lives, so that we can be together in this country, that we can have a great city that we're proud of, and a great county, and a great state. And we can enjoy all the freedoms. And we sit today in the sunshine, the best Veterans Day for weather I can ever remember, and honor those people, all of you that have served. I thank you for your service. These young men and women, thank you for your service. That's why they go around and perform. They're proud of your service. And I'm going to ask you, the young men and women here today, if you have a parent or a grandparent or a neighbor that have served, take the time on this Veterans Day to thank them for their service. Because without that service, we wouldn't have been able to be here today. Thank you so much for your time. May God continue to bless this county, this state, and this country.